steady now.
One of a number of Dreamcast ports to come from Acclaim, Ducati World seemed poised to follow in the footsteps of the many watered-down conversions the console would see. But despite an uneven presentation at points, this Superbike simulator has some things going for it. Developed and ported by Attention to Detail, the same folks who would make the likes of Roll Cage and Blast Chamber, it has a rather robust cistern of content and gameplay to spare. Despite some stumbles with how it's all presented, and some odd design decisions, Ducati World will still prove worth a look for Superbike enthusiasts looking to fill a void on Sega's console. Ducati World, as it says on the tin, allows you to race utilising the bikes from the decades-old brand. Interestingly, you can ride bikes from as early as the 50s, all the way up to the superbikes of its day. It provides a sharp contrast, as older bikes struggle to break 80 km an hour, while modern bikes push up to 200 km an hour. There's a handful of tracks available, with mostly straightforward stretches which allow you to max your speed, though some nasty corners will trip up those who lapse into autopilot. Combine this with looser physics, and you can expect to crash a fair bit. The AI is competent, but sometimes uneven. On normal, they seem half asleep, falling back and even crashing during races. But on hard, they become rubber banding machines that require a perfect run to beat. It's not the flashiest racer out there by any means, but the core loop is fun. On the surface, Ducati World seems bare for content, but explore the two modes more, and you find there's a lot to them. Quick Race allows you to select a track and race either using classic or modern motorcycles. But while it sounds straightforward, there's a helping of unlockables to keep you playing. Further tracks unlock after winning on the previous ones, and more bikes become playable alongside this. There is also a 2-player and time attack modes to keep you invested. You can also unlock more items by upping the difficulty to hard, though as already mentioned, the AI becomes quite difficult to overcome on this setting. Still, it offers a good deal of fun and a trickle of unlockables to keep you playing for a little while. Where the vast majority of your time will be spent is Ducati Life. Taking several pages out of Gran Turismo's playbook, you start with 10 grand and no bike. There are several license tests available which test your braking, steering and cornering abilities. After passing certain tests and buying the required bike, you can then enter several competitions. There is a huge list of events to enter, keeping you busy for hours on end. And with the variety of bikes available, each tournament type manages to feel different, but it's let down by a couple of strange design decisions. Firstly, completed tournaments aren't marked as such, leaving you lost as to what you've completed, though in fairness, you can repeat tournaments and earn money. Secondly, to save your progress, you have to back out of Ducati Life and enter Quick Race, which is an odd hindrance. But otherwise, this mode has depth to spare. What it doesn't have to spare is style, as the presentation is a touch unimpressive. The visuals, clearly a rushed carryover from the PlayStation version, bears a ton of foibles, including texture popping, chugging frame rates, and unflattering biker models which, while unflattering in the original version, look downright dated on the Dreamcast. It's not the poorest quality port to the system, but it follows the blueprint of acclaimed Dreamcast ports to a T. The sound is equally dull, with a set of droning techno tracks which fail to add any excitement to the game, and motorbikes which wildly range in sound quality. It's these issues, combined with some odd design choices, which hold Ducati World from reaching its full potential on the console. Nonetheless, Ducati World does bring enough positives to the table to make it recommendable to those dying for a motorcycling game. Even if it's hard to look at and, sometimes, harder to navigate, the flurry of content and decent racing mechanics keeps the action afloat. It certainly doesn't hide the elements attention to detail have borrowed from competing racing franchises, but still, they help enhance the experience rather than hinder it. Unless you're turned off by an ugly presentation and cumbersome design decisions, racing aficionados may still want to give this one a whirl.